know, my daddy lived a good life and lived to be 87 years old. I wish I just hope now I'd live to be 87.
Okay, my oldest brother, although I got him about a few months. My mom said when we were young that I talked to him. As you can see, my brother John just sitting smiling. Mom said when we were kids, we were outside playing, I'd come in the house and said, Mom, John, I want a piece of bread. In those days, you ate bread without putting butter and all. And she said, I would come in and say, John, I want a piece of bread. And John would stand and smile. She would give John a piece of bread and he would eat it. And how I knew he wanted bread, I don't know. All I know is he wanted a piece of bread. And I told Mom. Mom said, I didn't talk to her when he was young. I've always been a big talker. She said, I talked to my brother. Johnson Catholic Baby was the first one to clap on that. Okay, I guess I'd say my number one brother, my next to me brother. Because we was always getting in trouble together, him and I. It would help out some too. We always called him Baby Dumpling. If he's Baby Dumpling. Okay, here's a John Arco.
Jesus Christ, my pastor Mason, Brother Dixon, mother and father, all others, some family and friends. I'm very glad to be here today, and I'm really proud of my parents, Mr. James R. Cole and Ms. Gladys King Cole. You know, being the oldest in the family, you know, you've been through a lot that the other ones have been through. Seen a lot that the other ones haven't seen. And you know, being the oldest, you know, we had to cut wood, we had to chop garden, and I was thinking, cheering on now, like you think. Then again, being the oldest too, you got the most women. But I love my mother and my father. You know, being young, I know I was rich too, but you know, you got to whip it, I thought that was something bad. But being old, the age I am now, I really appreciate it. I know what they mean by it. They've been a good mother and father, and they're still good, all the way through the years, and I really love them. And I want to congratulate on this 50th year of the wedding anniversary, and I hope you can get the 50 more. I don't want to lose y'all for nothing. I really love my mother and my father. And a lot I could say, but you know, being the last to come up, you know, Nixon the last to come up, all the system took everything away from me. So I want to say again, thank y'all for being a good parent. I want to introduce my wife, Dolores Cole, Dolores Mechanic Cole, my son, John Cole Jr., and one of my grandsons, Derek. Come on, boy. Stand up, Derek. Stand up. That's my heart, Derek. Thank you.
So when were they born?
When I was born.
Yeah, when was your mom and daddy born?
Daddy was born February 14th, August the 30th. I think it was August the 30th or something, I think, 1914. Is it 29th or the 30th or something like that?
27.
The 27th of August. I know because George was born August the 30th.
Yeah.
He was born 1914.
Okay.
And Mom was born October, I think the 19th or the 21st or something. Mom was born 1917.
So what memories do you have of them growing up?
What memories I have? I remember, you know, they were
they was strict parents, and they were well loved. You know, they loved each other. And, I guess that's what the size of it, I guess. They was Christian people.
So where were your grandparents born? When were they born?
Well, on my daddy's side, I don't know when his daddy was born. I got a picture of him in there somewhere. But my grandma, I don't know when she was born either. But they was born, like both of them born 18 something, sometime 18 something. But on my mama's side, her daddy, I got their address in there. I can look it up. When they were born 18 something. Both of them were born 18 something. But I got it wrote down on my pad, and I can tell you the dates for them too. But the dates for my grandma on my daddy's side, and grandpa, I don't remember what they're from.
So what do you remember about them?
Well, I remember on my mama's side, granddaddy and grandma, I remember them real well. Cause I have stayed there. Also stayed with my other grandma on my father's side, but I don't, you know, she was married twice. I don't remember. See, my granddaddy on that side died, but my daddy was small, so he was raised by a stepdaddy.
So do you know when they passed away?
No, not his daddy, no. But no, my grandma, his mama died in 1980. I think it was October 1980.
So who was more strict, your mama or dad?
My dad was most strict, but both of them were strict, man.
Remember everything you was disciplined for?
Oh man, I got disciplined so many times. I can't count. I've done some of everything.
So where did your father work?
My father, well, he mostly was a farmer. It was the early part of life, farmer. He done some public working, but on the last job he had, I think, worked in the bowling alley. Pewsbury Lane up here on Cradle Road. Last job he had. When he got sick.
What about your mother?
Mama, she never had no job. She worked lately for, Dr. Ray did. Worked for him.
So what traditions were passed down in the family?
Huh?
What kind of traditions y'all had passed down?
Work. Always work. If you wanted something, work for it.
Okay.
Don't steal. Work for what you want.
So what kind of things they spend money on?
For my parents
Your
here,
parents, what kind of stuff they buy?
he bought nothing, bought a car, bought a house, bought that farm. That's what was sharecropping. We was sharecropping, up till I was, I think 11 years old, something like that. Then he bought the home, where he at now, bought that. He still farmed and done a little public work and stuff.
So where did family go for vacation?
We used to go to, like vacation, we used to go to the beach and things like that. We ain't really took no vacation. We went there for a day and come back. We went out to Virginia, Seaview Beach. A lot of lakes, during the time we come on, things was segregated, so you couldn't go anywhere you wanted to go. So most time we went to black lakes and black beaches. Cause see, I was grown when the segregated, integration came. So now I came along, everything was segregated. So I don't live through segregation, I also don't live through the integration, so.
So did they have any hopes and dreams for the future?
Yeah, they had hopes and dreams, but back during the time when we were young, you couldn't do a whole lot of things you wanted to do because, a lot of stuff was segregated from you.
So what's your best memory of each other?
My mom and daddy.
Yeah.
Well, I got a good memory of them, all the way up until they passed. My daddy passed first because my daddy had this stroke back in 1962. And he wasn't really able to work after then, But he did work until he had that stroke. He still tried to work a little bit, in the house and stuff after he had the stroke. But we came on things were hard. We had to work, to buy shoes and go to school and all that kind of stuff, shoes for school and stuff like that.
So are you comfortable talking about when they passed?
Huh?
So you comfortable talking about when they passed and how they passed away?
Well, my daddy passed away. My daddy had, you know, he was really, my dad was really sick. He was a whole lot sicker than my mom when he passed, because, you know, he had bed sores and all that stuff, you know, all that. And my mama just had, you know, had that heart attack.
So what would you say the hardest thing about losing both of them?
Well, the hardest thing was that, you know, that's something all of us going to have to do one day. So, you know, my dad lived a good life, lived at 87 years old. I wish I was hoping I'd live to be 87. Mama lived to be almost 90. She would have been 90 in another month, so, you know.
So what would you ask them if they was here today?
What would I ask them?
Yeah, what would you ask them?
I don't know what I asked them, to tell the truth.
Well, if you had one question to ask them.
Well, if my mama lived, I got a lot of stuff now. I wish I had asked her before she passed, but I'm too late now to ask her, you know, a lot of things. She been enlightened on a lot of stuff that went on back in the days, you know. My daddy too, so there it was.
So what do you miss most about it?
I just miss them because, you know, they've been, you got a mother and father, they've been with you all your life, so, you know, just, you're so used to them. You hate to see them go, but, you know, that's something everybody got to do.
Yeah. How do you think they want to be remembered?
I guess remember about what they did for us, I guess.
Okay.
Thing they did, and they always told us to get a good education. My dad always told us that he couldn't afford to send me to college, but he told me I could work my way through college, but, you know, I won't invest in no college then. I want a job, you know. I want to buy a car, so that's one thing. But now, it's too late now. I wish I went to school then, you know, took a trade, you know, or something like that. But it's too late now.
Can you tell me, like, the biggest obstacles they overcame in life? Like the biggest challenges they overcame in life?
My dad and mama.
Yeah.
I guess the over challenge that came in there, well, at least they lived through the sea integration. Sea change, that was a big change, you know. A lot of places we came, like, we couldn't go, you know, couldn't eat at. You went there to get something to eat, you had to go to the back door, back window or something like that. And, you know, I can show you a building there right on Freeway 1 up there. It used to be Youngblood. Youngblood had one side for white and one side for black. Blacks couldn't go to white folks' side, but whites could come in the black folks' side, so that way it worked.
So you have any more stories you want to share about them?
Well, not right now. I could think of some things, but I don't know.
Well, what's your best memory of that you can share?
My mom and daddy.
Yeah.
Well, they loved each other, you know. And they always told us to get along, you know. So that's how they did. You know, we were a big family. We was 10 of us. We were a big family.
They, so, do you remember the best gift you got receiving as a child?
Oh, let's see. Oh, but back in the days, a bicycle. My dad bought me a bicycle from my Uncle Wilmer Hill. That was a big gift for me, man. I wanted a bicycle back in the day. want to say happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Hope you have many, many more. I thank you for what you've done for me in my life. If I live 24 more years, I'll be on call with you. So I thank you for what you did done for me. Not because I've been so good, but I didn't do everything you taught me to do. You all taught me to be nice and all that, but I ain't been nice all my life. But anyway, I thank you for what you done, and I hope you have many, many more.
Thank you.
God bless you.
You took me to the hospital.
When you're down in trouble,